Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back for another deck profile here. This is, by the way, it's my fucking birthday, guys. If you want to fucking happy birthday me down in the comments, that would be fucking tits. Or just beer emojis, either way. You already know what it is. So, this deck, I've been testing. I actually went out quite on a limb for this deck. I think I've been testing this since Monday, instead of a Thursday when I usually pick up a deck. Now, the reason being is because this is a rogue option. Now, people that have like the Golden Lords and such, obviously you'll see what this is. It's fucking, look at it in a second, but very good rogue option. I think this deck is just very insane. It's definitely fucking, it's really wild to me, honestly. I did have a lot of help with this in play testing. My fucking brothers, Cody, Johnny, Nathan, we fucking, they all came over and fucking hung out with me for a little bit today and fucking celebrated my birthday, and then we play tested for fucking hours, dude. And then big shout out to you, baby. I love you.
Love you.
She helped me play test too, because she knows Fluffles like in and out. Like that was like the first deck outside of a Herald of Perfection that I taught her how to play. So we were doing that, but I had the obviously you know what it is by the thumbnail or the fucking name, but it's Eldlich Fluffle, dude. Now this deck might seem kind of odd. The interactions with it are very, very good. Fluffle has a fucking Tia plays fucking pure Fluffles, and once I got the Golden Lords back, I had the original print Golden Lords. I sold those a while ago because I bought them at like 50s, and when they peaked, I dumped them. And when these came back, I was like, you know, dude, they look great. You know, we'll fucking buy them. I really like zombies, but I do want to. We'll be showing a combo at the end of this. I know Fluffles, Frightfurs or whatever, are very known for like, oh, OTK or whatever. Now this build is very good at going first and going second. Obviously, you can still do the Fluffle OTK plays, whatever. But yeah, we'll get right into it. So obviously, three Golden Lord. I should really like how this card looks. Obviously, this card's insane. You can send it in a spell or trap from your hand to graveyard, targeted card, pop it, and then if it's in the graveyard, you send a spell or trap from your back row to graveyard's cost and add it to your hand, and then you have the option on resolution to special a zombie monster from your hand, and it will gain 1,000 attack and cannot be destroyed by cannot be destroyed by card effects. So card's insane. It also looks really good. If you guys haven't peeped these new fucking things, dude, they're textured. They're like fucking Pokemon cards, or like how old, like they're a little bit more textured than old Yu-Gi-Oh. Used to be like fucking Spiral, Treeborn Frog and stuff. But and then for the Fluffles, dude, some of this is Italian. You know, this is the Pinguino Fluffle. He is the once during main phase, he's a soft once per turn. So like if he leaves the board and then you monster reborn or something happens and it comes back, you can use its effect again. The first effect, not the second. During the main phase, you can special summon one Fluffle monster from your hand. And then the second effect is if you use for a fusion summon for a Frightfur fusion, you can draw 2 and discard 1 card. So, also he's level 4 water, so you know that's gonna come into play when you see my fucking extra deck, boys. And then to Fluffle Dolphin, dude. This fucking card, dude, is so good, dude. Like I almost want to play 3, but 3 is a little much, in my opinion. I think 3 is just kind of a little much. In the reason being that you don't want to open it more than 1, because like you'll search it. There's a if you open Foolish Burial Goods, you send the toy vendor, get this, summon this, set the toy vendor, send fucking Fluffle Wings from, you know, it's a whole thing. So also level 4 water, so you know, and then the Cane Fluffle, the Fluffle Dog. Unnormal or special. He adds a Fluffle monster from deck to hand, or he can add a Edge Imp Sabers. Card's insane. I really wish it was water. It's not. It's fine though. Level 4 though, so you know. And then the old boy, the OG, 3 Fluffle Bear. I actually almost ordered Starfoils of this, and I saw the price and I was like, you know what, I'm really committed to this deck because I really like Fusion is my favorite extra deck archetype. And I was like, you know, I'm really committed to this deck, but I feel like this card's due for a reprint soon. It's probably going to be foil, so I was like, you know, it's fine. Like, these cards already are like, as commons are like $3-4 or some shit. So his effect is you discard it, set a toy vendor from deck, and then if you normal summon, you can tribute it. I think I've never used this effect, tribute it, and then you can add a polymerization from the graveyard to your hand, I think. And then just 2 Fluffle Wings. I know standard Fluffles, they usually play, I think, 3 of these. This is a 50 card list. As you guys know, I like playing big decks. But after testing for so long this week, I think this card is fine at 2. There's a few times where like I would like open more of these than I wanted, and I was like, you know, we'll just put it to 2, see what's happening, and then 2 was fine. It just stuck. So, you know. Sorry, I forgot to mention this effect. If this card is in the graveyard while you control Toy Vendor, you can banish it from the graveyard, target a Fluffle monster in your graveyard, banish it, draw a card. Then you can send a Toy Vendor to the graveyard, draw another card, and then since you sent the Toy Vendor and it went to graveyard, you can search for Fluffle monster. So it's like draw 2, search for a Fluffle. This card's fucking ridiculous. And then after testing 2, I only play 1 Fluffle Sheep. This card's insane too. There is a combo with this, which I will show you. I only play 1 just because like it's not like a centerpiece of the deck. Like you don't need to fucking see this card. Like yeah, it's a great extender, but like this deck just does so well on its own that you just you're fine. So, but what it is, if you control a Fluffle monster, you can just special it from your hand for free. And then you can return a Fluffle monster you control to your hand to special summon a Edge Imp monster from your hand. So. And then 3 of the Frightfur chain. Jesus Christ, not Frightfur chain? These are Italian, dude. I'm fucking Edge Imp chain. So this guy, you gotta play 3 of these. This card is like one of the most important cards in the deck. I actually tested a Lure because I upped the Edge Imp count because they're all darks, but Lure wasn't that great, so we cut that. But what this guy does is first effect, whenever he declares an attack, he can add another copy of himself from deck to hand. It actually has come up quite a few times. As weird as that sounds, like when your opponent opens shit, it's a whole fucking thing. But they'd be like, yeah, this is fucking Rogue, dude. So yeah, but I mean, like, I love Rogue. If you guys haven't noticed, I enjoy devoting my time to making Rogue good, or decent, or meta relevant. So. But if this card is sent from graveyard from your hand to graveyard, or from field to graveyard, he'll search a Frightfur card from your deck. So, and then, Jesus Christ, the old boy, dude, the Edge Imp Scythe, dude. So, this is a combo deck. We don't play hand traps, obviously. In combo decks, you just don't play hand traps. It's like playing Dragon Link or something. I'm not comparing this to Dragon Link, but it's a combo deck, so you don't play hand traps. This is your hand trap. So this card's ridiculous. During your opponent's main phase, you can reveal it in your hand, a fusion summon a Frightfur fusion from your extra deck using this as material and Fluffle monster, whatever, in your hand or board as well. I think it's board. I think it's whatever. It doesn't matter. And then if a Frightfur monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish it from graveyard. So it's like Baylinks. It's the disruption you need, like, eventually, like, if you lose a die roll, they'll go first and start playing, and you'll just reveal this in hand, fuse with, like, something that just gives you advantage, and then you'll make the Cruel Whale effect, non-targeting, pops a card on both players' boards, and then, since all you have is Cruel Whale, he'll pop himself, but then you banish this from graveyard to save it, just like Baylinks and Salaman Greats. And the, one Edge Imp Sabers, dude. So this card's insane. People know this card from like the Cherubini Link 3 fucking 3 access whatever shit. This card's in your graveyard and stack a card on top of your deck like Plague Spreader, special summon it that once per turn. the only reason you play this, there's 2 monsters in your extra deck that you need this specific card as fusion material for. So, you know. And then the last monster is the Artifact Scythe. Now, this was a last-minute test change, I want to say like 4 or 5 hours ago. Dude, I've been playing the fucking piss out of this deck, dude. And, like, this is like one of those decks that I was just like, dude, like, I was like, you know what? We're going to go full bore on this. We're going to fucking make sure it's good. Because my girlfriend plays it, but she plays the pure, with, like, talents and stuff. And this card, there's a 2-card combo that makes this on your opponent's turn. I'll show that at the end of the video. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, this deck, you can go first with it. The Eldlich stuff is just there for consistency, and it's just, you can full fucking wombo with it. If you draw Toy Vendor, Golden Lord, you're just like, woo! Now, that's it for the end of the monsters. I will state, people will probably be like, dude, why aren't you playing Dragoons, dude? Because it's a fusion fucking archetype. Now, the reason we didn't play Dragoons, I did test it, actually on Monday. I cut it after the fucking 4th game. There's a few times I toy vendored and drew the red eyes and just sent it to graveyard, so immediately the fucking Dragoons is dead. There's nothing you can do with it. So I was like, why the fuck would I play this? Like, I don't want to open more bricks. I don't want to fucking mill my engine. You know, I'm not going to base the deck around this card. Like, the deck does really good on its own anyways, so, you know. Now, for the spell and traps, Frightfur Patchwork, dude. Now, this card's insane. Absolutely ridiculous. You can add when you play it, add an edge ent monster from your deck and a polymerization. You have to add both or you cannot resolve this. Also, it says you can only activate one of these per turn, so if they solemn it or negate it, negate the activation in some way, you can play another one. It's very key to know. So, then we get into the Eldlich stuff too, dude. Obviously, you saw the Golden Lords in the beginning. 3 of the Curse Lland. Obviously, this card, you know, for consistency, this card's really good too. It's kind of like your, you know, you want to get to the Golden Lord makes this deck so much better than it should be. Now, when I was doing research on this deck, I was like, dude, surely somebody's fucking played with this or whatever. And I was just like, dude, I didn't see fucking anything about this. Now, this card's kind of like Cleefort Scout. Boo, Cleeforts. I actually really like Cleeforts, but I like the Cleefort Towers build, not the stun build. Pay 800, add a Eldlich monster or a Golden Land spell or trap from deck to hand. And then if this card leaves the board, you can send a Golden Land spell or trap from deck to grave or an Eldlich monster from deck to grave. So, card the same. Kind of sad it was super. I really wish it was secret. Just went with the other shit, but you know. And then the Polymerization, Italian polymerization. Obviously, everyone knows the polymerization build. So there's no reason to fucking explain this card. Actually, if you guys watch my prank kids list, when I said never draw polymerization, the card's super searchable in this deck. So I see it now instead of just being like, Jesus Christ, where's the fucking win con? You know what I mean? But and then the other staples. This card works well with both engines. The 3 Foolish Burial Goods. You know, send a spell or trap from deck to graveyard. You can send the gold lands, the elixirs, the main thing you want to send is the Toy Vendor, obviously, because it's just a Rhoda for a Fluffle monster. Now, one thing I want to talk about this card is if you open this, you send the Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor will add Fluffle Dolphin, normal summon Dolphin, target Toy Vendor in graveyard, set Toy Vendor, and then you'll send Fluffle Wings from deck to graveyard or a Fluffle monster. And then you'll end up doing, like, you know, the Link Climbs or the Fusions or whatever, and then you'll end up doing the Toy Vendor or the Fluffle Wings effect much easier. And then the Venditore, the 3 Toy Vendor, definitely the corner piece of the deck, dude. This card is just fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, it's not a hard once per turn. You just fucking do whatever you want with this card. You can send it to graveyard. You can discard a card, reveal. If it's not a Fluffle, send it to graveyard. If you do hit a Fluffle monster, you can special summon a Fluffle monster from your hand. It doesn't have to be the one that you reveal. And then if this card is sent to graveyard in any way, shape, or form, you add a Fluffle monster from deck to hand. Now, The thing about this, you can actually hard draw this if you lose the die roll. Hard draw this, send it with Golden Lord. Like Golden Lord and this pitch, pop a card. And then this will search for a Fluffle, usually Dolphin. Because Dolphin gets you like the fucking super pluses. I really want to play 3 of those like I mentioned earlier, but it was just, I didn't like drawing 2 of them. The Penguin was much more appreciated because you can normal summon him and then special again. So, card's fucking ridiculous. Like, people just don't know what this deck does. We'll just be like, so how do I get rid of this if you draw it? And you just don't. It just has to resolve. So, you know, and then 2 Frightfur Fusion. This is the other Frightfur card. Obviously, this is Italian, but this is the other Frightfur card that you search off of the Edge Imp Chains. It's just Miracle Fusion. It banishes from board or graveyard to fusion summon a Frightfur monster. So, you know. And then last of the spells, 2 Pot of Desires. I actually was playing 3 of these. I was kind of tired of how like this card was. Now, the reason being, obviously this card's insane. I actually was playing Triple Tactical Talent instead of these, but I was playing 3 of these earlier yesterday. It just wasn't that great at 3. If you brick with it or whatever, you can send it with a Golden Lord or whatever. I have this weird like curse where like I'll open 3 Golden Lord a lot, to be honest. It sometimes it doesn't matter. It'll be like 3 Gold Lord, Foolish Burial Goods, Frightfur, Patchwork, and then you still make Calamities, and then you're just like, whoa, this entire it's fucking ridiculous, to be honest. So cut this down to 2. I think 2 is fine. 3 is a little much because you don't want to banish all your pieces. If you banish the Edge Imp Sabers, that automatically locks you out of 2 of the fusions in your extra deck. So now for the traps, 2 Conquistador, you can sit in here for a second, baby. 2 Haquero, and 2 of the Sanguine. Now, this Eldlich lineup, people will be like, oh, dude, why don't you play 3 Sanguine? You know, dude, like, to be honest, I open 2 of these a lot. So, like, if you test this list, you can totally play 3 of these. I was playing 3 of these until Thursday. And I was like, you know, it's not needed. I also was playing Fluffle Owl until Thursday as well. And the Haquero, obviously, banish a fucking card from graveyard. If you control Golden Lord, obviously the Sanguine special is a Golden Lord from deck, and then they'll the same. I do this real quick, just for if you don't know what this shit does already, then I don't have to tell you. But supposed to summon a Golden Lord from deck, right? And then end of the end phase. If you didn't use the its first effect, you can banish it to set a gold land spell or trap. This guy, banish 1 from graveyard, 1800 attack, 500 defense. If you control Golden Lord, it banishes a card from graveyard. And then during the end phase, if you didn't use its first effect by summoning it and banishing a card, it will set a Eldlich, which is the Sanguine. And then Conquistador, if you control Golden Lord, he'll special 1800 defense, 500 attack, opposite of Haquero, and pop a face-up card. And then same thing if you didn't use its first effect, you can banish it to set a Eldlich card. Now I was playing the quick play spell, the Eldlich thing. I kept drawing it, and I was just very unhappy with it. I was like, wow, dude, like this is fucking sick. Like it was cool a lot of the time, but eventually it just got kind of worse because you were just like, oh, well, I'm just going to pitch this off at Toy Vendor if I see Toy Vendor. Now, the one thing about this deck, too, is like if your hand isn't very good, you can kind of brick with the deck sometimes, but if the deck opens like 2 cards that are playable, you just win. It's like, what was it? Big shout out to my dude Johnny. When he came over, T and I were playing. We were in game 3. I won the die roll. I don't remember this maybe where it was fucking Bombit Shark, Toad, Calamities, and Eldlich with the plus 1,000 can't be destroyed by card effects. And then I think a set Haquero or something like that. And John was like, dude, what the fuck am I walking into, dude? What is this shit, dude? And I was like, well, I won the die roll. My hand was insane. So, and it wasn't like a 5-card combo. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't fucking... It was like, dude, I opened 5 cards. My hand's insane. It was like, I think it was like a 3-card combo. I didn't pay much attention to that one, but I'll go through the extra deck real quick. Let me fucking sit this, boys. Also, dude, I told you it was my birthday, dude. Yeah. I know this is going up kind of late, but the homies just left, and I was like, you know what, I need to put something up because we've been really consistent with the channel, and I think we're at 142 subscribers. You know, for me, that's a big deal, dude. I remember when I hit 100 subs, and I was like, this is fucking fire, dude. So anyways, so the extra deck, the corner piece of the deck, 3 Frightfur Cruel Whale. I really wish this was foil. It's not. Baby, you love this card, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the card's broken. So on a fusion summon, it can destroy 1 card on each player's board. And then it also has a quick effect to send a Frightfur from either extra deck or deck to graveyard, and then if it's a monster, it gains half of its original attack. So usually use it for the OTKs. So for the cards, it's level 9, it makes Calamity. So you know. Then the Saber Tooth dude. This card is very, very seldomly seen. I really did kind of want to cut this. This card's really good for the OTK though, so you want to keep it in there. He uses a Frightfur fusion and a Fluffle or an Edge Imp or whatever. Plus, you know what I mean, and then he'll special summon a Frightfur fusion from graveyard, and if you use 3 materials for this, he bumps it too. But if you use 3 materials for this, it can't be used for above valid card effects. I think, I don't remember. I summoned it like 3 times. I don't think you've ever summoned it.
No.
Yeah, the card's just not really even relevant. Kind of want to cut it. I know this and Kraken used to make like Hope Harbinger and shit, but it's just like, you know, you don't. Calamities is enough. If Calamities gets banned, I'm changing this whole fucking deck. So, and then the Frightfur Tiger, dude. This is one of the 2 Edge Imp cards that you need the Edge Imp Sabers for. So, this guy, Edge Imp Sabers plus any Fluffles, 1 or more Fluffles. On summon, he can pop that many cards on the board as fusion material is used. He's level 6, unfortunately, but he's insane. Sometimes you need him. And then the homeboy, dude, this card, you know. Yep. The wolf, dude. So, Edge Imp Sabers plus any number of Fluffle monsters, and he has that many attacks for the turn. He's 2,000 base. You just kind of, there's been quite a few times we shout out to Nathan Bourne. We were testing with the deck. We would like go through the whole thing, and he'd be like, your last, like, I would use Nightmare Phoenix to like rip the last back row, and he'd be like, last fucking card in your hand is Frightfur Fusion, isn't it? And I'd be like, yeah, and you know, we'll just fucking make this, and it attacks 4,000, you know, 40 million times, you know, probably like 5 or 6 times. And then I only play 1 Kraken. I was playing 2. This card's like not super necessary, like it's not like insane. You can send a fucking monster to graveyard. It can't attack directly that turn. It can make 2 attacks on a monster, and then it's kind of like Dante at the end of the battle phase. It switches to defense mode. So it is level 8. That's what I was referring to with the Saber Tooth and him is the Hope Harbinger. If you make this first, then the Saber Tooth, and then Hope Harbinger. But I don't think that's really, you know, insane. So and then the old boy Calamities. Jesus Christ, dude, I'm so glad I still get to play with this card. This is probably gonna get fucking banned soon. Probably like a month. You know, I hope not. But we'll see, dude. Time capsule if it gets banned. You know, told you so. And then my Resident Abyss, my French Abyss Water. The cool thing with this is if you make it with Penguin or Dolphin, he has a water attachment, so he automatically goes up to 2,200. I had a few people attack this and not realizing it was 2,200. So, you know, it is what it is. And then the homeboys, yeah, Bob and Shark, and the totally awesome dude. Sick. You know, same thing. Dolphin, Penguin, make this, summon this. You know what I'm saying? So, also, when you do it correctly, this should be either 4th or 5th summon, depending on how your hand looks. So it's just kind of like how you just don't get into it. But you like going first a lot more in this list, in my opinion. So, and then the old Dagda, dude. Obviously, you saw the Scythe. So I will show a combo with this at the end. This is just one of your many going first combos. I feel like everyone knows the Calamity's play. That everyone that likes Fluffle, Frightfur, whatever, knows the Calamity's play. I feel like not a whole lot of people know about this, so I'm going to show this combo at the end. Obviously, you saw the Scythe that you mentioned. The Cross Sheep, fusions. And then this card's insane. Nightmare Phoenix, obviously. And then the last boy, the PLS. The Eldlich Golden Lord makes this so much easier to make. So does Cross Sheep, so does fucking Cruel Whale, you know what I mean? People for asking budget options in the comments, you don't have to play this. I think this card came up, I want to say less than 20 times since Monday, and I've been playing a lot with this deck, so, just whatever you want this to be. It could be a unicorn, or, also I was playing IP unicorn, but, that's just how she blows, boys. I am going to show just a quick combo real quick. It's nothing crazy. I'm just going to set the pieces off to the side here, boys. This and the old chain. Alright. Also, one thing I do want to note. What the fuck's the name of that card? Jesus Christ. The Frightfur. Yeah, this card. This repair card. I took this out. I kept drawing this. There's a few games I've been like, you know what, you can play this. A few games I've been like, this card's fucking terrible. Like, because it's just another brick in the deck, but it's like, you could send it off for Cruel Whale, obviously, just to continue the plays, but a lot of the time I feel like you don't need it, because I know so many in the comments that love fucking Fluffles and Frightfurs is going to be like, dude, where's the fucking repair, dude? I'll be like, it's just, in my opinion, it's not needed. Obviously, you could play it. So, just as a note, I did play the piss out of it. Wasn't a huge fan.
I play it.
You do, because you draw the nuts, so, right? Yes?
Yes.
Cool. Now, this combo is it's very simple. So what is it? So this, and then, yeah, okay. Alright, so, the combo is 2 cards. I'm going to show this real quick. You right here, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get this and this out. It's just a very simple combo. I'm not sure if a lot of people know about it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I feel like everyone knows about the Calamity's play, so I'm just not going to show that. So all you have to do is open these 2 cards. All you do is summon Fluffle Dog. Fluffle Dog's effect will add the Fluffle Sheep. Since you control a Fluffle monster, you'll special summon Sheep. Sheep's effect will return Dog to hand to summon the chain. Since it's on board, if it leaves, you can add a Frightfur card. So, link these 2 off. This is a graveyard down here. This is hand right here for Dagda. And then chain will activate. Search the Patchwork. And then you activate Patchwork. Searching the... Actually, hold on. So you activate Patchwork, this will chain, since you activated card effect, to set a artifact card. So, chain link 1, chain 2. So this will set Scythe. And this will resolve. And you add the Scythe in the old Polymerization. And the Polymerization doesn't really matter right now. So it's graveyard. And then, so you have Scythe set, you have a Dagda. Now on your opponent's turn, when they start playing, right? you'll be like, all right, so they have obviously have first main phase activation. They start playing. Once they hit 1 to 2 monsters, depending on the matchup, usually it's when they hit 2. You want to reveal the Scythe in hand, and this will fusion summon with any Fluffle monster in your hand. And then you'll hit the Cruel. It doesn't matter where it goes. And then Cruel on their turn, since it's their main phase, Cruel on fusion summon will pop 1 card on each player's board, non-targeting. So if effect resolves, you'll pop the Scythe. It goes to graveyard. Scythe gets summoned, and then you pop a card that they had in the main phase, like one of their, their dudes or whatever. And then Scythe will activate and lock them out of the fucking turn. So from the extra deck. So dude, it's just one of those things, dude. So I really do like this deck. Deck's really good. I think if you don't like my choice with the choices of cards and the amounts with like the Eldlich list, the Eldlich amounts or whatever, there's like 4 or 5 combos I could show. I'm not going to show them because they're very obvious if you play the deck or test the deck. So like Golden Lord plus fucking Toy Vendor is just like, you know what I mean? So it's just, you'll be like Toy Vendor, discard fucking Golden Lord. Doesn't even matter if you hit, and you'll send the fucking Toy Vendor to graveyard for cost, especially on the Golden Lord search the Whale or Dolphin, and then Dolphin will summon, set the fucking Toy Vendor, and you'll send the Fluffle monster from deck to graveyard. So it's just a whole thing. I actually also want to talk about Verte Anaconda. That card, dude, like, I was super just unimpressed with it. Because, like, in this build, like, you can fucking, there shouldn't be a point in time where you're like, Jesus Christ, I just need a Verte Anaconda. Because, like, what are you going to make this? Like, what, you know what I mean? Any of the Fluffle monsters, unless your graveyard's loaded, then yes. Because these would be the, obviously, the main fucking, if Verte Anaconda was, like, what you need to do, these would be the pieces. It'd be late game, so. I feel like with this deck, either you fucking, by turn 3 it's over with, and you went first, or you went second and killed them. Also, I did test Dark Ruler. Obviously this is an OTK deck, so like, yeah, you can break the board with Dark Ruler. But since it's a fusion deck, unlike Prank Kids, which is just a 1-card full combo, you need the fusion plus the Frightfur plus the fucking, fusion plus the Edge Imp plus the fucking Fluffle. You know what I mean? So it's like a whole thing. Like, the deck's, it's rogue for a reason. I just think the deck's really good. So I would say try it out, dude, to be honest. So yeah, dude, I hope you like this deck. Maybe wish me a happy birthday down in the comments, dude. That would be sweet. I appreciate it, guys. Cheers.